welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. In case this is your first time, you're absolutely welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys are the OGs. You guys are the OGs. So in today's video, I'll be telling you guys little things that you do to your hair ignorantly that makes your hair to shreds or to cut or to fall away, if that sounds like something that you're guilty about. So stay tuned and keep on some key things that makes your little things that you do that makes your hair to shreds or fall away. Okay, so now without any further ado, we've already dived into the video. Right, so number one that I'll be saying, or number one on my list, is using rubber bands. Okay, I know a lot of people are guilty of using rubber band to hold their hair, especially, okay, not, let me not say especially, but a lot of people are guilty of using rubber band. I will try to attach images somewhere on the screen so you know what type of rubber bands, or the rubber bands basically I'm talking about. Okay, I hope you can hear me clearly without any sound. Okay, yeah, rubber bands are not good for your hair. In quote, without unapologetically, rubber bands are not good for your hair. You should be using to hold your hair instead of the rubber bands that you normally use to hold your hair. So if you must hold your hair, you can use this. If you can see this, this is not actually like a rubber band kinds of, and I will tell you why rubber band is not good for your hair. This is because after holding your hair with rubber band, you find out that it keeps some residue of your hair on the rubber band, which makes it to shred or fall away. Literally, if you're holding your hair with rubber bands, or if you're holding your hair up with rubber bands, or if you're taking out rubber bands from your hair, it will reach to a point that you feel either you would notice that your hair is cutting, maybe from the root or somewhere from the split end due to the rubber bands effect. Or maybe if you're trying to make it like this, okay, and you're trying to take it out, you find out that after taking it out like this, the rubber bands will have a residue. So if you're using this has no residue of your hair. So I recommend this for your hair. This for your hair. Do not use rubber band. So on my list, what you do ignorantly that makes your hair to fall away or to cut, how you detangle your hair. Okay, how you detangle your hair after a braid or after a twist matters a lot. Okay, some people do not have patience to detangle their hair, and I must add this before even proceeding to talk about this particular point. Okay, you should know that a hair journey is an intentional act. Okay, you have to be very, very intentional and particular in growing your hair. And one thing about hair you should understand, your hair do not grow overnight. Yes, hair growth is a journey. Okay, is a process. So, and this process might take a little time, this process might take a longer time. Okay, so it is a process growing your hair. So back to this particular point, moisturizing your hair before detangling it is very, very important, because if you don't have patience to detangle your hair gently, from after a braid, like I said, or when losing a braid, if you don't have patience to detangle this hair gently, this will cause you a lot of hair fallout. Okay, you find out that you have a lot of hair fallout because of your impatience. So one of the reasons, or one of the things ignorantly that you do that makes your hair to fall away, I'm not talking about things that you do that makes your hair not to grow, okay, but I'm talking about what makes your hair to fall, okay, is you not detangling it very well, or the patience you use in detangling your hair. Is your hair like this? Okay, let me just clean the camera. Oh, this is clearer than the initial. Okay, so if this is your hair, and we say one of the things that you do that makes your hair to cord is because you don't detangle it very well, okay, or you don't detangle it gently. Okay, so even when detangling your hair, you don't, okay, there are scenarios where you can start detangling it from here, like you take it down and it is gone, while there are scenarios that you need to follow it gently, especially when it is a tight braid or a tight twist. You have to take it, you have to be so easy with your hair, or moisturize your hair before detangling it, which is very, very important. Moisturizing your hair before you detangle it is very, very important. Moisturizing your hair before detangling it is very, very important, because it makes it so easier, and it makes it soft, that you can detangle it without any hitches. Okay, so while detangling your hair, make sure you moisturize it before. On my list is the type of combs you use. Types of combs you use to comb your hair is very, very important, and that can make your hair to cut, or it can make your hair to tangle. Yes, because if you're combing your hair, I mean after a wash, okay, you use wide combs to comb your hair, very, very wide combs. Okay, do not use tight combs. I will try to attach images somewhere on the screen. Do not use tight combs to comb your hair. I mean, this can never be overemphasized, because a lot of people do not know the types of combs they will use on their hair at different stages of combing their hair. Is very, very important. Use wide combs in detangling. After detangling your hair, after a wash, use wide combs to comb your hair. And when your hair has already been detangled into a softer layer, that is when you can use tight combs or whatever combs that you feel you want to use, maybe in styling your hair and all that stuff. Then you use that on your hair, but use wide combs. Number 4 on my list is hair chemicals. Okay, I mean, let's not even say hair chemicals, because I strongly believe that there are chemicals are not good for the hair. So let's not even say hair chemicals. Let's talk about chemicals plainly as it is. Okay, let's talk about the hair dye. Let's also talk about the hair leave-in conditioner. Okay, I know a lot of people, or most people, or some people might be a little guilty about this, especially our aged parents who love putting on dyes on their hair. I know this they falls in this category, okay, because dyes, a lot of dyes contains chemicals which are harmful to your hair. Okay, let me give this example. My mom uses dye, okay, and dye has succeeded in damaging her hair from the roots down to the hair her hair length. Okay, dye makes, I mean, at some point while using dye, because the basic, or let me say, the purpose of using dye is to make your hair back to black. Okay, dyeing it back to black. Okay, so at the process of dyeing this hair back to hair color, which is black, it makes her hair to turn red, I mean reddish in color. So at the process of turning it to reddish in color, it's gradually started to shred. It's gradually started to being thick from the hair roots, and being thin at the hair length. Okay, is this hair length, or what will I even call this? Okay, basically that is how dye has damaged her hair. It makes her hair thick from the roots and thin at this length. So apparently she has already, I mean, you need to see her hair because of the impacts or side effects of dye. So beware, be caution of the type of dye you use. I strongly believe there are natural dyes that people use that makes their hair dark or color it back to black. There are natural dyes and there are chemicals dyes. Please beware of the dye you use on your hair. Another thing is leave-in conditioner. Many people use chemicals in their leave-in conditioner. When I talk about leave-in conditioner, I mean those things that you need to put on your hair and allow it to be like that without washing it off. Okay, so many people incorporate chemicals in their leave-in conditioner, which makes hair thin, which damages their hair, and which eventually makes their hair to fall out. So avoid these 4 basic things that I mentioned and you're good to go. In case I'm missing out some other things that makes your hair to fall out, to cut, please let me know in the comment section. Like I said, this is an improvisative video. I so hope that this video has helped this fly has helped someone who is intentional or who has already embarked on a journey of hair care. I hope this video, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.